Hey, look at John Kasich says U.S. two-party system dying, predicts multi-party future. Ohio Governor John Kasich, one of the loudest Republican critics of President Trump, said Sunday that both parties are failing American citizens and that a multi-party system could materialize sooner rather than later. I mean, like, I don't know, like a change in government, like a restructuring might come along with that, or a whole new thing altogether. Then when you look at this, here's China. China to change constitution, allowing Xi to stay in power forever. 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 Remember that movie, The Sandlot? Oh, I love that movie. China's Communist Party has officially cleared the way for President Xi Jinping to rule as emperor for life by announcing on Sunday that it intends to abolish a two-term constitutional limit on the presidency. Now that's a government restructuring if I've ever heard of one. Now they got an emperor, just like that. So it really does kind of appear that this whole Saturn into Capricorn and now we're in Aquarius and all these alignments and stuff kind of seems like there's something to them. Because this is what's supposed to happen, right? Been talking about it for months. Government restructuring, financial system restructuring, society restructuring. And I even showed you that post from 2016, a guy using the same alignment back in 2016, talking about the 2017 to 2020 Capricorn and Jupiter conjunction and Saturn going into Capricorn, which rules the constellation Capricorn. Back in 2016, using the same stuff, saying the financial revolution for the system, the financial system revolution will begin in early of 2018. That was 2 years ago. And what'd you have? First week of February. Biggest stock market crash, or sorry, correction ever. And now the buzzword in the financial markets, uncertainty. And then you got to love it, right? We went from Pisces water into Aquarius air on the zodiac. Yeah, the Super Bowl. Right after the Aquarius alignment, January 8th, a few weeks later, the Super Bowl, the Eagles win. There's your air sign. And then the halftime show, Timber Lake. So bye, bye, bye. Whoa. Huh? Bye, 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 water. Into air. So there's something to this stuff. I'm just saying. It's impossible. Another thing I want to point out, I showed you that stupid article where we're talking the Earth's rotation slowing. I don't care about that. I'm just telling you, right? They said the Earth's rotation is going to slow. And we're going to have at least on average 2 7.0 earthquakes every month for what, all of 2018, or no, or from 2018 to 2020, something like anyway, something like that, to where it's going to be a magnitude 7.0, at least 2 of them a month from here on out for at least another year or two. And we just had our second one for this month. So there were 2 in January, there were 2 in February. So it looks like this, something certainly to watch for. Here comes March. So March 11th and March 22nd, good watch dates for that stuff. This place is going to restructure itself physically as well, not just government, financial, all that kind of what have you. 2020, man. It's really looking pretty interesting. God. You know, China's had an emperor before. They've tried this. It didn't work. Nope. Know what happened? This is a couple hundred years of Chinese history for you. You had you had the Yuan dynasty, the Ming dynasty, and then the Qing dynasty, right? So you had them ruled by, first it was Genghis Khan and Altan Khan. They were Mongolians, but they were really Islamic. They had converted Islam long before they ruled anything. They were killing and destroying and pillaging, and it wasn't until they set up rule that shortly before that I think they converted. But either way, it doesn't matter. Regardless, they were Islamic. And they kicked the Chinese ass, and they ruled for a couple hundred years. And then it came to the Qing dynasty, and this crazy chick came along. And this is a true story. This isn't the first time this has happened. They use this thing called the mandate of heaven. And she said, oh, me and my family, here's this piece of paper that says we're God and we're going to rule over you and you have to listen to us. See, it's all right here on this piece of paper. And everyone went, oh, okay. And they went with it. It's called magic. Yep. Thing called the mandate of heaven was established. Her and her family were she was the empress, her family ruled, and they did like every empire and every civilization and every bank and every country and corporations done before them. They spent all the money on themselves, place went to shit, and it went bankrupt. And then China became a military state, and then it became the communist state that we all know and love so much. And now They have an emperor all over again. And China has about as bad a debt problem as the United States. So, gee, I wonder if history's going to repeat here all over again. Yeah, there's several hundred years of Chinese history for you. They tried this, didn't work. So let's see whose government next is to be shook up. Thanks to my subscribers.